Dreading the holidays more than you're looking forward to them? I recorded something just for you. It's not just the shopping, the cooking, the meals, or the chaos. It's the comments, the guilt, the pressure to smile, the pressure to perform when everything feels heavy, and that all too familiar moment when you shrink back into your 10-year-old self around family. In this episode, I'm sharing the 5 core tools I give my clients when holiday stress hijacks the body and old patterns take over, when your chest tightens, when your voice disappears, and that younger part of you forgets you're not powerless anymore. You will learn how to anchor your breath even mid-dinner when everyone around. Set boundaries without feeling guilty. Reset your nervous system in the moment and comfort the younger version of you that still gets triggered when things get tense and out of control. You don't have to fake it, and you don't have to just survive the holidays. You can choose to show up calm, clear, and confident even when the room feels anything but safe. Listen now, this is not about perfection. It's about your inner peace. This podcast is for the soul who knows there is more, the one who's been carrying it all for far too long. If you're ready to let go of old stories, to stop replaying the past and start living from your truth, you're in the right place. This is your moment to release the noise and reconnect to what's real. Welcome to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm Tammy Machmali. Hello and welcome to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I am Tammy Machmali, and my goal in this episode is to guide you through the holiday seasons. If you are listening and feeling a knot in your stomach as the holidays approach, you're not alone. Holidays are supposed to be joyful, but they can also bring up a lot of stress and old feelings, baggage. Maybe you're overwhelmed with shopping, wrapping gifts, and planning gatherings. Maybe you're a mom feeling the pressure to make everything perfect for your kids and family. Whatever your story, know that it's okay. You're not alone. I totally get it. And it makes sense. We all carry our past and our hopes into the holiday seasons. And sometimes it's a lot to hold. You might feel anxious, sad, even angry. And that's okay because we are human. Holiday overwhelm and expectations. Oftentimes, we have unrealistic ideas and expectations about the holidays. At least, this is how I looked at holidays, with the pink glasses of magical thinking that holidays are the time to unite, get together, and create the most beautiful memories. What I found out is that the holiday season is supposed to be, in quotation, the most wonderful time of the year, but for many, it can also be the most triggering time of the year. So if you feel anxiety rising in your body as the holidays approach, you're not alone. In fact, I even checked it. A recent survey of the American Psychological Association found that 89% of US adults feel stressed during the holiday season, with 41% reporting higher stress levels now than at other times. Believe it or not, concerns like finances, missing loved ones, and anticipating family conflicts or drama are the top stressors that induce anxiety as we enter the holidays. When I heard this information, I felt a little bit better. Studies show that stress and anxiety often peak during the holidays as people are consumed with painful memories, unresolved family conflicts, and loneliness behind the mask of being cheerful and excited. In other words, if you're like me, I'm sure you know what I mean. The very sights and sounds meant to bring joy, all the decoration of the holidays and the sign of holidays, can also stir up old trauma, drama, and baggage. So you may ask, why the old wounds resurface now before the holidays or during the holidays? Because the holidays tend to put spotlights on family, relationships, and expectation, topics that are challenging most of the times. Many of us carry childhood patterns and emotional baggage But during family gatherings and holiday events, those patterns, issues, attachments, traumas can surface intensely. And you might find yourself back in your 10-year-old self the minute you walk into your parents' home or sit at the dinner table. It's happened to me a lot. It might be even a critical comment or a familiar family argument that can flood you with feelings you thought you went to therapy and you really outgrown. And all of a sudden, you need to deal with that again. The pressure to have a perfect holiday, the perfect marriage, well-behaved kids, successful career, generous gift, clean home all the time. Those expectations can highlight everything that is unresolved in our lives. It's common to feel like you're not measuring up to some ideal or to feel guilty for not feeling as happy as you're supposed to. Probably you can relate because we compare ourselves to other people that look perfect on the outside. We oftentimes compare our inner world to the outer world. Think about it. You have been hustling to create the most perfect holiday magic, like in the movies or magazines, right? And yet, sometimes you might find yourself dreading the very dinner you've worked so hard to prepare. And that's happened to me a lot. Does it sound familiar to you? The decorations are up and the cookies are cooling, but inside you feel tense or exhausted. I feel it a lot during the holidays. It's a lot to carry. A lot of time I wish I didn't do it and I didn't have to go through the feelings. You might ask yourself, why can't I just enjoy this? Maybe you feel guilty for complaining or worry that others expect you to be happy. Those thoughts are heavy. I want you to remind yourself you are not alone in this. A lot of women feel like that. A lot of people feel like that. Many of us feel tired, overwhelmed, or even resentful sometimes. It doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you're human and you have needs. There are very real reasons for your emotional reactions. Almost everyone has some form of emotional triggers during the holidays. The good news is that by recognizing these triggers, we can start shifting, getting better, feeling better, and healing them. Now, I'm going to talk about why the holidays hurt. Let's be honest, nothing stirs up old wounds like family, our relationships with them. The holidays don't just bring us together, they often brings us back into old roles we played or we thought we outgrew. You might notice yourself automatically becoming the peacemaker or the one who stays quiet, the overgiver, or even the one who gets blames for everything, the black sheep, just like when you were younger. That's unfortunate, but that happens. It's not random. These patterns are deeply wired. Family dynamics are emotional muscle memories. The minute we are back in the environment that we were before, like same home, same room, same voices, same music sometimes, bring the same dynamics, our body remembers, even if we think we thought we forgot about it. And our subconscious mind job is to keep us safe. So that's why a grown-up confident woman or man can suddenly feel like a hurt little girl or boy just by sitting at the dinner table with their parents or their family. I see this with so many of my clients, and sometimes even with myself. I have to do a lot of prep work before, a lot of meditation, grounding, sometimes hypnosis work. And it's okay to ask for help. That's why we have professionals. That's why we ask for guidance. And I see this with so many of my clients. They go home and they feel like time traveling, right back to feeling invisible, rejected, or walking on eggshells around the people they love. One client of mine even said, every time I celebrate Hanukkah, I end up crying in my childhood room and I don't even know why. But we do know why. The inner child gets triggered. Our subconscious mind brings all these memories back because our subconscious mind job is to protect us, to keep us safe. But those triggers are old wounds, and our goal is to bring our mind to the here and now and not the triggers of the past. Understand that we are not in the past. We are okay today. Holidays mirror back the wounds we have carried quietly all year. It's also why you might feel like you need to people please or freeze or go numb or get snappy and then feel shame or guilt that you snapped at your uncle for an old joke that he made because it's remind you your childhood. These are our survival responses. Your nervous system is doing what it learned to do, to stay safe around unpredictable energy. So if you're feeling overwhelmed around family, know this, there is nothing wrong with you. These feelings are a sign that there is a part of you right now that wants something different, that wants to shift this energy, wants healing, and not perfection. These family times are not perfect. And the moment you see the pattern and you have the awareness, you have a choice to choose differently. You can pause, you can breathe, you can remind yourself, I'm not that child anymore. And I have tools now. I have power. Everything is okay with me. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to go through the 5 healing tools to stay regulated through the holidays. And that's why I chose to write this episode and record it for you. I get a lot of questions about the holidays, and I thought that this episode might be helpful to you. Now that we have unpacked the challenges, let's empower you with tools. I'm going to share 5 actionable healing tools you can use to stay regulated and grounded even when holiday triggers come up. These are techniques that go from physical breath work to manual spiritual visualization and subconscious programming, because true healing is holistic. It's not one way. You can choose from these tools. If you need help, contact me. I would love to talk to you. As we go through them, remember to practice these tools before. Don't wait until you're in a full meltdown in front of your mom or dad or your uncles to try them. The more you practice them and bring them into your routine, the more resilient, confident you will become before you open the door and see your family members. Because you deserve to feel safe, centered, and whole and confident during the holidays and actually enjoy them. And not just survive this season, but find little moments of peace and even joy again. And choose differently this holiday season. And I'm here for you. And you're not alone. There are so many people who are going through that and battling these feelings. Now we're going to tap into the 5 healing tools to stay regulated during the holiday seasons. The first one is grounding breath work that can calm your body. Your breath is always with you. And it's one of the quickest ways to regulate your nervous system in moments of stress. You can do it in front of people. They will not even know you're doing that. That's why I recommend to practice that before, so you activate the muscle of consistency and you're going to remember how to do it when you're in real time of stress. And it's great to do it when you feel anxious, overwhelmed, or overstimulated. You can pause and try this simple technique. It goes 4, 7, 8. So you basically inhale for 4 seconds, then you hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. You breathe, inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath for 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you exhale 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is known as the 4-7-8 breathing method, and it's made popular by Dr. Andrew Weil, and it's rooted in ancient yogic breathing. It's designed to slow down your heart rate, relax your body, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, what we call the rest and digest state. It's not a military method, but breathing techniques like this are used in high performance training, including among Navy SEALs and first responders, because the body doesn't know the difference between a real threat, like a war, a bomb coming, an accident, and a perceived one. So, whether you are walking into a battlefield or facing your in-laws at a tense family dinner, your nervous system reacts the same, which means your breath can guide you in both situations. And I thought it's going to be really valuable to you, especially now as the holiday season is about to approach us. You can do it quietly, even in a crowded room. You can step outside, go to the restroom, or just take a moment in your chair and do that. I do that all the time, wherever I am. And when I have a quiet moment, when I'm overwhelmed, I do that in front of people. No one knows that I'm doing that because it's really subtle. You can inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, inhaling. Then you hold the breath for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. What it does, it helps you to be in the moment and concentrate on your breath. And it's signaling your brain that everything is okay. And I recommend to repeat that for 3 to 5 times and feel your shoulders soften, feel your heartbeat slowing down. Your breath is your anchor. It brings you out of the flight or fight mode, the loop, and back to the safety of the present moment. Sometimes I guide my clients to pair it with grounding mantra, like when you inhale peace, exhale stress, inhale relax, exhale I'm anxious. You can breathe in what you're grateful for and breathe out all the stress, anxiety, and whatever you don't want. And you can repeat, I am safe, I am ready, everything is okay with me, everything is okay, as many times as you need. Even 1 minute of intentional breathing can shift your state. It's quick, it's powerful, and it's always available to you. If you're at that holiday dinner and you feel the emotions rising, excuse yourself, go to the bathroom and take a moment. I often tell my clients, breathe like your safety depends on it, because in that moment it truly does. Breath is your anchor. Now, the second tool, it's your subconscious reframing, rewire the inner dialogue. Our subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, especially in moments when we are triggered. That's when old beliefs often rise to the surface because our subconscious mind job, it's like the banking memory. He wants to keep us safe and protected, and he doesn't know real danger from a fake danger. He doesn't know if you were in a car accident or your mom said something that was really triggering to you. When we feel anxious, it wants to keep you safe. It wants to make you feel good enough. So when old beliefs like I'm not safe, I'm not good enough, I have to please everyone to be accepted, when those feelings come up, these are not facts. They're old programming. Your subconscious mind is going to try to protect you. So your subconscious mind is going to bring a lot of protective patterns that you learn in your childhood to survive. But the beautiful thing is you can rewire them in real time. You actually don't need to do the fight and flight or stay quiet and not enjoy. One tool I recommend is having a few prepared affirmation or subconscious healing scripts to replace those negative voices when they show up. It's like you are going to be interrupting the old tape and playing a new one. For example, I usually like to have a session with my hypnotherapist, energy work healer before the holidays so I can present to her the things that are triggering me so we can reprogram from the root cause of the trauma or the issue, the problem, so I no longer need to walk with that and I can walk with power, confidence, serenity whenever something happens. If you are ready to do that, go ahead and schedule an appointment. If not, write down a script that it's yours and repeat it before the holidays. And you can say for yourself, I'm safe and protected. I'm enough. It's healthy for me to take care of my needs. I deserve to be respected. I have my voice. Whatever it is for you. If you feel that old fear, anxiousness is creeping in, the one that makes you shrink or feel like cripple, remind yourself, I'm an adult now. Everything is okay with me. I am safe. I am loved. I'm protected. And maybe even bring something that you're grateful for, your body, your health, your talent, your beauty, the people that love you. Start counting the people that love you and they are there for you if you forgot. This kind of self-talk, it's not fluff. It's backed by neuroscience research that shows that labeling your feelings, even something as simple as saying, I feel anxious, but I'm okay, can reduce the amygdala's stress response and help you to regain control. That's huge. So this is backed by science. Here's your action step. Notice the emotion, name it out loud or write it down. I write everything down. I even write on napkins in restaurants. You can say, right now, oh my God, I feel angry or I feel anxious. Then you feel it in your body. Then offer yourself a compassionate reframe. For example, I'm going to give you something that it's mine because I'm a people pleaser. Oftentimes, I want to keep the peace. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done with that. Someone will say something in my family and I feel triggered, let's say. So I can say, I'm feeling anxious right now, and that's okay. A lot of people feel this way. I'm making it okay for me. During the holidays, a lot of people feel this way. I'm going to be gentle and loving to myself. I'm so lucky that I'm loved by so and so. I'm so lucky that I am grateful and lucky to be married, to have my kids, to grateful for my home, my safe home, grateful for my friends, grateful for whatever. Just count your blessings. By doing this, you're giving your subconscious mind a new information, loving instructions instead of the old tape of fear, guilt, or shame. I also suggest keeping few affirmations saved on your phone because sometimes we forget. You can put timer and so these affirmations can pop up in case you forget. So you can reach for them in the moment that you're emotionally tired or triggered. These short, consistent messages can begin to build new neural pathways in your brain, helping you respond with calm and self-trust instead of panic or people pleasing. Remember those triggers, thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I need to make everyone happy, I need to keep it at peace. They are not your truth anymore. They are old programming, and you have the power to choose new voice, one that speaks with kindness, strength, and confidence, and feels safe for you. The third tool is energy cleansing and grounding rituals. Just like we shower to clean our body, we need to clear our energy, especially after emotional, intense moments with family gatherings, being with partners, being with friends, or anyone who drains our energy. If you're sensitive or feel like you're an empath, you might be absorbing other people's energy, stress, tension, or even grief without you realizing it. That might be weighing you down. That weight builds up and it's not yours to carry. If you feel heavy, if you feel like you cannot concentrate, maybe you got something from someone else energetically. So, energetic hygiene helps you to reset your field of energy, reinforce your boundaries, and come back to yourself to feel aligned, to feel confident, to feel grounded. Here are a few simple and powerful ways that you can do that. And you choose whatever feels right for you. I'm just eliciting them so you have a lot of tools before the holidays. Visualization, it's a great one. You can close your eyes and imagine a golden light grounding you, surrounding your body like soft protective bubble, and set the intention that you would love to have, that they are loving, peaceful, that can enter and be there for you, and everything else stays out. Set the intention that only love, peace can enter this bubble of light, and everything else that is not yours will stay out. The other one is shake it off. After a very heavy interaction with other people, literally shake your hands, arms, or body just like an animal discharges stress after a threat. I don't know if you watch dogs and cats do that. Your body knows how to release stuck energy if you let it. Shake yourself, shake your body, shake your whole body, shake your hand, legs to let this energy leave you. Grounding with the earth is another step. You can step outside and place your feet on the grass or soil. Feel the support of the earth underneath you. You can breathe deeply. Sometimes I have trees. I go touch the trees. Imagine anything that is heavy, toxic, or draining gently flowing down through your feet while you get the confidence, the clarity, the strength inside you from the ground into your body. If you can, use sage, Palo Santo, or you can light a candle with intention to let go of this energy out of your body. And if you need a mantra, just say, I release anything and everything that is not mine to carry. I release anything and everything that is not mine to carry. This is not about being perfect or mystical. It's about protecting your energy, protecting your peace. When you practice energetic boundaries regularly, it becomes like an invisible shield. You walk into family gatherings feeling centered, and you leave without taking their baggage home with you because your energy is important. It's sacred. and you deserve to feel clear, grounded, and whole no matter what's going around you. The number 4 tool I recommend is doing meditation before you enter the space to feel safe. And I have a lot of meditation, but I didn't want to do them here because that's not the time. I want to give you the tools. There are millions of meditation. You can tap into my YouTube and find out one of my meditation. I recommend actually to do the Ho'oponopono, the forgiveness meditation, before you enter the holidays, because then you come clean with the intention that I see you. I know this feels very scary right now, but I'm here. I got you. You are not alone anymore. And you forgive yourself and you forgive others. What's better than that? I'm going to try to put the Ho'oponopono meditation in the link so you guys get that. You have an extra tool for yourself to feel better before the holidays and during the holidays, to forgive others and ourselves, and they don't need to know about that. That's the beautiful thing about Ho'oponopono meditation. Now, fifth tool is journaling and reflecting. I love journaling. I don't know about you. I have even a podcast episode about journaling. It saved my life. I started journaling when I was a little girl, and that's how I spoke to God, and that's how I let go tons of baggage out of my body. So journaling is like having a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. It gives your emotions a safe place to land, especially during the holidays when old patterns and big feelings tend to resurface. And I think it's really grounding. When you're overwhelmed after a family event, please write it out. Before a family event, write it out. That loop of emotions, that unsaid response, that tension in your chest, write it down. Have a closure about these events. This way you're going to find out more about who you are and what you love. Put it on paper. You can even write a letter that you never sent to anyone. I do it a lot. I write letters to God, and then I ask God to answer the letters. And it's really amazing because you're releasing everything you wish you could say to someone or to the universe. You're releasing it to the universe and you're letting go, and you're not hoarding it as a mental and emotional baggage in your body, and you don't need to gain weight or overeat or smoke because of that. This is not about confrontation. It's about you being clear. It's about clearing space inside you. It's about you opening space for new things for you, no longer carrying the past with you. Expressive writing is a proven therapeutic tool. Research shows it reduces stress, helps regulate emotions, and activate the part of your brain responsible for logic and clarity. By writing, you shift from looping thoughts to a deeper insight, from confusion to relief to peace, and you deserve it. And I brought here a few prompts that can guide you. If you want, use them. If not, just create yourself. What does this incident triggers remind me? What does this trigger remind me from my past? Or which childhood need is being touched right now? Or how can I support myself in this situation? What do I wish someone would say to me right now? And how can I say it to myself? How can I support myself next time in a different way? One powerful technique is inner child journaling. You can let your younger part of you write freely and then respond from your wise adult self with compassion, of course, validation and love. And what I do is that I write with my left hand as if I'm the child, and then I answer myself with my right dominant hand with a loving and compassionate voice. This builds a bridge inside your nervous system, and it's a form of subconscious reparenting that you can do, and it's very powerful. I've done it for years and I saw amazing results, because over time that wounded part of you starts to feel safe, being seen and heard, maybe for the first time, or maybe if you did it before. As you do it and you become consistent, you're gonna find your voice, you're gonna find who you are, the authentic self with the gifts and contributions. And journaling is not just for after the events, after the holidays. You can use it before a holiday gathering, before you go and meet people that trigger you, to set your emotional tone, to choose to come into the event when you are serene, when you're calm, when you're in harmony, not going there and dreading the event. And you can tell yourself, I want to stay grounded. And if I feel triggered, I will step outside for a walk. I will call someone for help. I am allowed to protect my peace and set boundaries. Then afterwards, you can ask yourself and journal what came up from this event, what came up for me, what helped me this time, what do I want to try differently next time, what can I choose to do that's gonna make me feel better. And let your journal be your soft landing place. There is no place for judgment or perfectionism. That's your journal and that's the safe place. And if you write something and you don't like it, just go burn it. And I recommend you to do journaling outside the holiday season. Daily journaling is emotional hygiene. Just a few honest lines at night or in the morning when you wake up going to help you to release mental and emotional baggage. And remember, it's free. You can write what you felt, what you noticed, what you are proud of, what the shifts that you see, your recovery, and it can help you to release tension, to let go of mental and emotional baggage and reconnect with your center, bring harmony, bring alignment. It becomes a mirror that reflects your growth, your shift, and where you are today. Now, these tools might seem simple, but when you practice constantly, they are life-changing. Believe it or not, I've been doing them constantly for the last 17 years. Think of it like emotional strength training. You're building your muscles to stay calm, clear, and grounded, even when life or family are challenging and you feel like you're being tested. I want to remind you that you don't have to do it alone. The fact that you are listening and reflecting right now shows your commitment to doing it differently, choosing differently, and healing. And I'm so proud of you for staying until now. If you found these insights helpful and you are craving more support, I have a special invitation for you. Consider this. I have 30 minutes free call on my website. Go and use it. I offer personalized coaching and healing sessions, specially designed to release mental and emotional baggage, and they're really important during holiday triggers. If you have trauma, PTSD, and your nervous system need regulation, please, I would love to see you. And if you're not ready, just go listen to one of my podcasts. You deserve calmness. You deserve to live a good life. As we're closing to the episode, I want to thank you for being here. The holiday might still be challenging. I won't pretend that decades of pain can vanish overnight, but I want you to leave this conversation feeling empowered and hopeful that you can choose differently. You have tools in your toolkit now, you have awareness, and most importantly, you have yourself, your loving, wise self on your side. Remember, you can choose differently. And I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Thank you for being here. Especially, I'm recording it before Thanksgiving. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this episode. Thank you for listening and for showing up for yourself today. Be gentle with yourself in the coming weeks. Celebrate the small wins, like stepping away when you needed to, or finding a moment of bliss, of gratitude, despite the chaos. Until next time, remember you're unique, you're special. I'm wishing you happy healing holidays and see you in the next episodes next week. Stay safe and stay true to you. Happy holidays. Sending you light and love.
If you're curious and want to dive deeper, you are in the right space. I ask you to look within for all the things that you want to do, be, and have. Join me at the Baggage Begun Healing Hearts and Minds podcast with new episodes every Wednesday as we discover the path towards healing and transformation.